Hey, welcome, folks, to the DC Everest Wisconsin Rapids Wrestling Duel up at DC Everest. And we're going to get introductions out of the way. We got Craig Tim on the camera here tonight, and Pete Peschel is helping. This is Louis Bennett's, and Scott Tesh has got the flu bug. So we're going to try and make do here. This will be a real interesting duel. Actually, it'll be for the runner-up spot in the conference. Marshfield has beaten both of these two teams, and they're 5-0. Rapids is 4-1, and DC Everest is 4-1. The rest of the conference kind of follows over there. It's going to be kind of interesting. Everest is going to forfeit at the first two weights, and we're probably going to forfeit at 220. So it's one of those matches where forfeits play a factor, and it's not what you like, but it's the way it is. So in a minute here, we're going to get the introductions, and we'll let the PA announcer kind of introduce the kids. Well, what do you think, Pete?
Yes, I'm looking forward to a really good meet tonight. I think the teams are pretty evenly matched. Some good quality kids on both sides. Could be the night where some kid pulls a big upset that decides who wins this meet. So looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's going to be some really good matches. They've got some really outstanding kids. Severson, who is at either 26 or 32, depending on whether you use him, is probably undefeated.
Matter of fact, I ran into his grandma and grandpa at Burger King tonight. They were asking me if we had a
trivia.
Yeah, asking me if we had a 32 pounder, and I said yes, we did. Wondering if they did. And that's when they said that they were.
And at 160, they got Carson Trotzer. Trotzer family's been a long time around here, and he is probably their second best kid. And we have Cody Sawyer, who's undefeated yet. So that'll be a real pivotal match, I think. Watched Trotzer through the years come up through the club, and he's a thrower, and that's exactly the opposite of Cody. Cody might be our most improved wrestler. Nothing very fancy, just real solid and basic, and so it'll be one of those matches. Our official tonight is a longtime ref here, Glenn Gessel from Medford, and I'm not sure what we're waiting for, but we're waiting.
Good evening. Introduce our wrestler tonight. The wrestlers line up. At 285 pounds, we have David Bell from DC Everest versus Mike Henderson from Rapids. At 106 pounds, Damian Bennett from Wisconsin Rapids will receive forfeit. At 113 pounds, Jordan Little from Wisconsin Rapids will receive forfeit. At 120 pounds, Freddie Lerke from DC Everest will wrestle against Dale Bennett from Wisconsin Rapids.
Rolling the dice here early.
26 pounds from DC Everest, we have Demetrio Cornelius versus Ryan Smith from Wisconsin Rapids. At 130 pounds, Thomas Severson from DC Everest will wrestle against Jack Hanna from Wisconsin Rapids. 138 pounds, Aiden Barr,
So there you have it. I hope you can hear it. We have to apologize a little bit for the last dual meet with DC Everest. We recorded it and evidently had some glitch because there was no sound. I guess there was sound because they played it again a couple nights later.
Yeah.
And he said he will play it again. But regardless, I think we're okay tonight. Are we, Craig? We're going to get this recorded? Yeah, you're dealing with a guy here that's not computer illiterate, but kind of on that side. And we're anxious to get this going.
Yeah.
Big matches for guys right now. I'm sure there's some butterflies here, but we've got our first-year wrestler, first-month wrestler, actually, in Mike Iverson, wrestling
David Bell.
Junior David Bell,
Right.
who's a junior. But this is going to be...
This will be a good test for Mike. So...
Nice crowd up here at Everest. Used to be two of the premier teams around. And really, like I say, we're both battling for second place. This will be interesting. Mike, I guess, has learned how to pace himself a little bit. We watched that first match a couple of weeks ago against Point when he had a big lead and got caught in a whole fat man side roll and got pinned when he was way ahead. And Shane tells me he's learned how to pace himself just a little bit.
He's got that snap
Well,
down.
he's an athlete, I'll tell you that.
Watch the lock.
Get underneath there, get the wrist underneath. If he stays behind the arms, he's okay. And that a boy. We got a minute left in the first period, and he's
some
a
power.
horse. He's a horse. There's no doubt about that. Again, the green part will show up, and I don't mean the color of the uniform. I mean the inexperience. Wow. He's got some athleticism. There's no doubt about that.
Right, for have only wrestled a month, he's looking pretty good. Because the Everest kid knows some wrestling.
Yeah,
he's
no
well
doubt.
coached.
No doubt.
But, I mean, Mike is learning how to break people down, and he's got that snap down.
Everest has some depth. They have a lot of kids listed. They were at the JV tournament the other day, and they had like 20 kids in there. Boy, get through this period. Oh, stay there, Mike. That a boy. We're going to make it through this period.
I think we are.
That was big. Probably took a lot of juice out of him.
Kid's breathing pretty hard.
Yeah, when you're just learning how to wrestle, wrestling on top, it's like running a 100-yard dash. It's pretty much wide open. Yeah, you're right. He's looking a little tired already.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably going to cut him, huh? Are they? At least stay back on him. Don't be up here. No. Get behind. Get behind.
There.
That's how he got in trouble before with a full Nelson, wasn't it?
Right, yep. That was his first match, though.
Yeah.
This is okay, though, I think.
Yeah, that's a lot better than a reversal.
Right.
Heavyweights that have a snap down, it's kind of a natural thing. He's got real heavy hands. So the longer he can stay up here, probably the better.
Take a little time off the clock.
Yeah, we don't get caught in some throw, some headlock.
Yeah.
Look at this. Come up behind. Oh, for a body lock there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants that old pinch headlock on us.
Yep.
Guys are both pretty good size. I think Mike is about 260.
Yeah, I didn't think the other kid was that big, but he's got big hips.
I bet you 250 probably.
Probably.
35 seconds. First match of the night here, folks. The draw weight was heavyweight. Oh, boy. That was good. This is when you'd like to take a timeout. Oh, you got to be careful backing up on our heels like that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of on our heels instead of snapping him down. He's trying to pull him down.
Heavyweights, oh boy, when you have a good heavyweight, it's like gold because it's usually pins, pin or be pinned. You know, the Everest kid's looking like he's waiting for the gas truck a little bit too.
Right, yep. Oh, good. Both on our feet, huh?
The Lurkey boys are getting pretty wound up over here.
Yeah, I see Fritz must be coaching this year too. Huh? So, both of them.
Did they defer?
This is the third period.
I know, but what happened?
Oh, we chose neutral.
We chose neutral?
We chose neutral.
Okay.
Yep. So,
guess that was a good choice.
I think so. If he doesn't, I don't think this kid can shoot on his legs and get.
No,
on
it's
his
this pinch headlock that
right,
scares
that's
me.
the only thing that.
Good. Take your time. Take your time. Stay in here, Mike. Boy, it would be nice. You know, he, I think, is going to stay with us. They really like him. Shane spends a lot of time with him, and it would be nice to have a heavyweight coming back next year with a little experience.
Sure would.
Where it would be a weight you can kind of count on, you know, over the years. Not the last couple, but over the years.
We've had good
We've
heavyweights.
had some really good heavyweights. Few state champions come to mind, Beagle and Anderson.
Yeah.
And they weren't always the biggest ones, neither.
No, they weren't.
One mistake here, and this match is over.
That's true. Well, we got a minute and a half. It's the battle of getting the inside position. Oh, look at that. He almost got that duck there.
He does. If he just wouldn't go on his heels, that's kind of scary. But, you know, he's staying aggressive. I guess if I was,
But he scrambles good.
Holy cow. Get that ankle. Drive that right up his butt there, Mike. That a boy. Lay on him. Stay heavy. That a boy. Get the wrist, Mike.
I'll tell you, if he gets in shape, he's going to be a pinner for us.
Yeah, that
too.
was, he was really out of position
Way
there.
out of
He
position.
recovered, got back. I thought he was going to get taken down. Now, careful. Don't get a penalty here. Stay underneath those arms. And, you know, the Everest kid has had about enough, too, hasn't he?
Yeah. 30
Keep
seconds.
that weight on him. Keep that weight on him. Let him wrestle, ref. Here's a case where some refs would call one or the other for stalling.
Oh.
Green got it because he didn't get off his belly. But in the same token, we have stayed parallel the whole time.
Not getting out to the side.
You know, just stay right here, Mike. Stay here, buddy.
Well, that was nice. He moved back to the ankle, stay away from the roll.
He's got pretty good about taking that ankle. Wow. This is a bonus.
Oh,
This is a bonus. Yeah.
That's 2 matches in a row now that he's gone the distance.
And he'll wrestle himself into shape, hopefully,
He will.
before the regional tournament.
Right.
So the Raiders have went up 3-0 with the draw-weighted heavyweight, and that's exciting. It's exciting for us as coaches and the fans, and I'm sure his parents, and for the whole team to get some points instead of giving them away at heavyweight. So that was pretty nice. Now Everest is going to forfeit a couple weights. They're going to forfeit to Damian Bennett here at 106. And Damian is one of the guys I kind of like to watch wrestle. He's really improved a lot.
He's really improved it. He's much more aggressive now.
And then the coaches have rolled the dice here, taking quite a big gamble. They've moved Jordan Little in here, a JV wrestler at 113, and moved Cale Bennett up to 113. And these guys got a history. I think they met in the finals of the junior high tournament last year. And I would guess Cale's probably going to be a little on the small side. He weighed in at 13.
They changed. Freddie Lurkey's not out there.
Who is it?
Meyer. Trenton Meyer.
I wonder if they knew something.
Well, I've heard that Freddie's injured. His shoulder's injured. So
That head out of there, buddy. Kale gets to the first period. He's okay. He's got those big, long legs and a little underpowered, and that hurts him. He gets on the mat. He's okay. Oh, he's getting pretty aggressive
yes,
here.
he is.
He's got a good low shot. There he
nice.
goes. That a boy.
That's real nice.
Wow, nice.
Ooh,
whoa, whoa,
watch
whoa,
the arm.
whoa, whoa. That should have been stopped.
Should have been, right.
Holy cow, Kale.
Oh, this could get tight now.
Kale's hunting that pin. He got a really tight half Nelson here. He switched off to a reverse Nelson, and he's not letting him off. And we've talked about this before now. You can pin a guy out of bounds.
Oh.
Yeah, but there was no reason to stop that.
No.
They'd already been out there for quite a while.
And he was on his back.
Did I miss something there, Pete?
I missed it too then because he sure looked like he was on his back to me.
For a long time. And if you're going to stop, you should have stopped it before.
He was still
regardless.
in a near fall position.
Yeah.
So.
But he switched from a half into a headlock. And Get this wrist, buddy.
He's going with the old Ellsworth, or the Ellsworth bar, I think.
Yeah, kind of.
He did that last Friday. He did it.
Oh,
to
did
somebody,
he?
Yeah.
I missed that duel. I went down and watched my grandson Brock wrestle at Upper Iowa. And,
Yeah.
holy cow.
That's the nice thing about that.
He's using that bar pretty well. This is pretty good. This is pretty tough.
The ref's having a hard time getting down there. I think he's had him pinned twice now.
Well, I'll tell you, he is all over this guy.
I think I counted 3 times he was pinned that time, but it's all right. If he does that for both teams, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know, as long as he's consistent. But
Kale's gotten pretty aggressive from that little boy the last couple of years we've watched.
Yeah.
He'd get really emotional. He's turned into a young man.
well, nice change of levels there for that. Well, that's a
Another takedown. He's up 12-0. I think we'd really like to get a pin out of this. Trenton Meyer's going to have some sore arms tomorrow. He's worked him over pretty hard here. You got to get out in the mat here, Kale.
take your knee out.
So for you folks that have just joined us, this match started at heavyweight, and Mike Iverson, our heavyweight, pulled out a 4-1 win, and then we got 2 forfeits at 1-6 and 1-13, and now Cale Bennett is wrestling up at 120, and he's leading 12-0. And the score is 15-0. Yeah, this could be really tight. This is over.
Well, he's used that twice now. The old Ellsworth bar. I suppose with his length, he's got some leverage to power people over on that.
He's turned into kind of a pinner, you know, so it's kind of nice to see. And I see he's ranked now, too.
Is he?
It's going to be a hard time getting down to state tournament. He's in a weight class that's pretty deep. So now we're going to go up at 126. And I don't know, Peter, are you going to help me with this name here?
Nope,
Or
you're
should
on
we
your
listen?
own. You're on Demetrio. We'll go with Demetrio.
Rubas, whatever. Carubas.
Rubius.
And Ryan Searing, who's a 9th grader for us, who has been kind of hot and cold. He's a freshman. So he has some really good matches, and he has some real average matches. But I hope this is one of the better ones. The Raiders are up 21-0. Looks like we got a guy that wants to go on like a fireman's underarm series kind of stuff here.
Yep, you're right.
He was trying that from the get-go. Ryan is one of those guys as a freshman. Sometimes, and I gotta be careful because his folks be listening, but he's got a lot of talent, needs some strength, but he doesn't have much confidence right now. So don't be reaching back here, though. Come on, belly down. This might be one of those matches where we just got to stay in the match.
Yep.
And not give up bonus points.
Got our legs tied up pretty good. Well, he got cleared
Everest
his
kid
legs.
looks pretty tough.
Looks pretty tough.
Look away, look away. "20 seconds. And again, Coach, this is one of those matches to me, if I'm sitting over on the bench as the coach is you just would like to get through the match without giving up bonus points. Because we're definitely the underdog here. We're getting overpowered. Got a leg guy that uses legs pretty well. And now we get warned for stalling.
I don't know what we're supposed to do, but
I don't know what he was supposed to do. Well, stalling warnings are, it's one of the big arguments in wrestling. When do you call stalling?
Yeah.
When do you call it the top or the bottom?
right.
And the basic rule for that is if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to get off your belly and try to break free. On the top, you got to get off to the side. You can't stay parallel. So, wow.
Well, Everest chose neutral, which I thought
We're
was to
gonna
our
get a
advantage
takedown.
because we're pretty good on our feet. I think
Yeah,
that's
our
Ryan's best position.
Yeah, you're right. Wow.
And he wasn't getting away, so that was nice that he chose neutral.
Yeah, I think so. So for you people listening, what the coaches will do is you hope you find your best position. And if you get your choice, that's what you want. And what coach is saying, Ryan Searing's best position is on his feet. And Everest kind of played into our hand there, I think, because they chose to go on their feet.
Yeah, even though we got taken down right away in the first period, Ryan's still best on his feet. And
yeah, that's right. That's right. So I think, and maybe he'll get him back, get a little mojo going here.
Maybe, right.
And that's really what we need. He's
Now if we just stay away from that fireman's.
yeah, that's what the guy has. Is a fireman's. It's kind of an outside fireman's too.
Yeah, that one was. We so long.
We could counter this. We can counter this. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh boy, stretch out, sprawl out. Come on, Ryan. Don't give this to him. Stretch him out. Stretch him out. Keep your knee off the mat. Yeah. He battled that pretty well, Coach.
He did.
Got a nice crowd here tonight.
Real nice crowd.
That a boy. He's pretty good from here.
He is.
Oh. Come on, get under that leg there. Come on, buddy.
Pop your head out. There you go. Hook the leg. Hook his leg.
We could get this. We could get this.
Step over.
Step over. Step over the legs here. That a boy. Now if he works into a body lock, we got
There,
two.
we got it. We got the two.
Two. Now stay there. We got 2 seconds left in the second period. Oh my goodness. Nice comeback so
now
far.
where are we going to go, Coach?
I guess they're going to go on their feet again.
I guess we probably can't get away, so.
I think this is the best. just so we don't go on our back off that fireman's. He made a nice comeback here after being down 2-0. He scored 4 straight points. Oh, not here. Don't go. Oh, no. That should never happen.
No. He just used his length on us again.
He's in trouble.
Yeah. Yep.
That should never happen. That's a junior high takedown. You know, I know Ryan's pretty disappointed with that, and he should be. Walked across a big old trip.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep.
That should never happen.
Should never happen, no.
Anyway,
Got to
that
keep your
closed
feet
the score
moving.
up. That means
We were ahead 4-3 at that point.
Yeah, yeah, and all we had to do was just wrestle. Again, when we started that, remember we said maybe just not giving up bonus points would be
Right.
the big thing here. Now this is their best wrestler.
This is their best wrestler, right?
Thomas Severson. Huh. Scott's rolling the dice here. Ooh, we won't be the favorites in Everest now,
We're
Scott.
moving them up.
You better back out of here when you go. So they're moving everybody up, and I
Moving
understand
everybody up,
this.
yeah. Cover that
You do what you
220.
have to, and we've always said that. We've done some things over the years that hasn't made the other crowd real happy, but you do what you do for your team. And so what we did is we moved up Tom Severson, got a forfeit
They could have moved Severson
at
up.
132.
No, they couldn't. They had to go on the mat first.
And now Zach Hamill has moved up to 138. Who do we have at 38, or who do they have?
I don't know.
Peyton Vaughn. Peyton Vaughn.
Dietrich? Oh, Easker. Wyatt Easker. Yeah.
The guy's name is Wyatt Esther. So both these guys have made some moves here. Everest has a guy in here named Wyatt Esther. He's a freshman at 138. And we have Zach Hamill. Pretty rough, pretty aggressive,
Yep.
is Esther.
Right? Zach just got to stay in position.
It becomes kind of a chess match here. You want to put your best guy against a match that you think you're going to win. That's what it amounts to. And part of the whole thing that happened there was that we were really weak at 145. And the guy that we had there had become ineligible, so we didn't have anybody there. Stay with it, Zach. Stay with it. 30 seconds left. Oh,
Wrong side.
yeah.
Not the side he wanted.
He likes to be on here in this
He does.
Russian arm tie,
Yep.
but he really doesn't have much of a takedown from there. He neutralizes the other person. 5 seconds left at the end of this period. He got it.
Wow.
Wow, and we kind of got into a little okey choke action there,
He
I
did.
think.
Yeah.
Got behind the leg. Wow. It was kind of a break. So we're having a little discussion here with head coach Eric Lurkey and the official. And it's like in any other sport. Somebody doesn't agree with the call, and I understand all that. I guess I think he had the takedown, though, didn't he, Coach?
I thought he did. Eric was arguing that they were out of bounds, but I don't
yeah,
know.
I
Zach's
guess that would be the Come on, Zach Hamill. They're calling a switch. Well, he battled back here pretty
he's
good.
wrestling pretty good.
Now, yes, you're right. He's on the wrong side with his head here. He wants that. Oh, no. That was a mistake.
Right,
You don't do that stuff.
You just got out of position, you know.
Atta boy, Zach Hamill. So we're up 4-3 in the second period, and there was a couple mistakes there both ways, but I guess that's why they're young wrestlers. I don't know, Zach. Come on, don't be out here though. Don't do this.
Zach.
Trying too hard to score points, and that was just getting out of position.
Exactly, right. Trying to rush the pin.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Points, right?
That's nothing that was ever taught, I don't think. He tried to bar when the guy was on his knees, I think, huh?
Yeah, he just tried forcing it.
Slide those hips in. Atta boy. Come on, you're okay. Step over that leg. Come on, come on. Stalemate.
Illegal hold, that's what I thought.
Oh, they
scissors
scissored
around the head.
He had a scissors on his head, huh?
Right.
Was that it?
Yep.
Could have been called a stalemate.
Could have been. Yeah. Well, wild match, huh? Nothing, no easy calls for the ref.
No, and you know, Zach has gotten a lot tougher.
Yes.
He battles and he fights now, something he didn't used to do.
Right.
But you still you can't throw technique out the window, you know.
Right, you have to be patient when you're trying to turn a guy.
He really got in there nice on that takedown.
Yeah.
And back in the day, we never wanted to get our head
buried
in there, but now, you know, we come out the back, we slide those hips in, and he did that pretty well.
Face him, face him, face him.
Face him, though, Zach. Face him. She called the takedown too quick there. Now we got the takedown.
Straighten out your legs, Zach.
There should have never been a takedown call there.
Nothing here now, Zach. Nothing
that's
here.
Right. That's
here.
right. That's right. Stay in here. We just scored big points there. And Craig was right. This that should have never been a takedown call, but it ended up. It kind of worked out because it was 2-2 rather than 2-0. So those are tough calls.
So we got a 7-6 lead. Start of the third period. Uh-oh. We got a leg rider here.
I think Zach will be okay here.
I do too.
But when you're pretty tough with a leg wrestler, if you're tough enough, you can get your butt kicked really hard, but it doesn't mean you got to give up back points. And I'm kind of betting on Zach Hamill to fight this off here. He's got to build a base, though. He's got to build a base. Because I'll tell you, the way this ref is calling stalling, we could be the one that gets hit here.
We could.
We're getting worked over here pretty good.
We've got a minute, but Everest has got to be thinking they're not going to turn us.
You got to get a base here, Zach Hamill. 1 minute.
Oh, well, there he goes. There he goes. Let him go.
Who's doing the whistling here?
That was Eric, coach from Everest. Maybe both of them.
6'8", Hamill, and This is where that arm tie is a good place. He can neutralize this guy. 27 seconds. Hamill's up 8-6. And he likes his arm tie.
Oh.
See, now that's just a mistake on Everest.
Well,
Tried the old Jap whizzer here. Oh, boy. I don't know if we want to do this.
well, I don't know. It's going to take time off the clock.
When's the last time you've seen a three-quarter Nelson, Coach?
Last week.
With him?
Yes.
No kidding.
Believe it or
He
not.
must be, oh, that Vesper.
Zach, before this match, has had 8 pins in a row.
I heard that.
Yeah. So,
Well, that was a big win. I
Yep.
think that was a kind of one of those toss-up matches.
well, that's one of those matches in the past he would have lost.
You're right. Yep, you're exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if he just would have been patient in that first period on that pinning combination, and instead of trying to force it, it might have made it a big
Maybe.
difference. But
But he
win's a win.
a win's a win, and we made some moves here, and they kind of turned out for us.
Yep.
So now we moved Weiler Lubeck up to 145 against Carter Gabriel. And Weiler don't look much smaller than this guy. And those weights are so close together, it don't matter.
Yeah. Everest kids are strong.
Mm-hmm. Nice takedown,
Yes.
Lubeck. We've talked about this quite a bit lately. The Raiders have lived with that half Nelson and wrist quite a bit, and I like it. It's such a safe pinning combination.
Yes. And it wears the guy out.
Mm-hmm.
Wears the bottom guy out, I should
Mm-hmm.
say.
Yep. Well, I like the way this match is going.
Nope. Break him back down.
Guys in the first period are pretty hard to turn over if they're pretty tough.
All right. Especially in the first period.
He lifts really well once he
does.
gets in there.
And then changes direction on you, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Swing him under. Atta boy. Ooh. So Weiler Lubeck is up 4-1 here with 20 seconds left in the first period. And we moved a couple guys up. He's wrestling up at 145. And pretty well controlling this match.
Yep. Yeah. It's good to see him riding though, because I mean he's really good on his feet. He can score just about anybody, but to be a complete wrestler, you got to be able to ride too. So need to work on that too.
Choose neutral. And that's a good choice.
Well, Green chose down. So 4-2, start of the second period. Second shot, right? Guy countered the first shot, and we always said the second shot's better than the first one always, and there it was.
He wants this match on his feet, and he's pretty skilled. Real skilled.
Yep. Gets behind those arms so quick.
So I imagine we're trying to get bonus points here, too.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
This
He's
is
gonna get
snug.
it. Yep.
And we got a minute left here. This is pretty snug. A lot of time here. And we're in pretty darn good shape here. So Weiler Lubeck picks up the fall in the second period at 1:45. And the Raiders are going to move ahead 30?
30 to 12.
30 to 12. So it's not locked up, but it's feeling pretty good. What's that old story? It's not over till the fat lady sings, but I hear her humming.
You're here. Okay.
Spray tells me he just listens to these to listen to my comments, so thought I'd throw one in there for him. Now we got Berg Diebel, who arguably is our one best 2 or 3 wrestlers. And who do we got here, Pete?
52.
Jasper
Ingalls.
Ingalls, it looks like.
I think he's okay. Ooh.
He gets himself in some unusual positions. He is a really good athlete. But I've said this before, and going down the road, you want to get on the podium, you can't give away cheap points.
Right.
You got to get really stingy. It was pretty nice.
Yep.
It was pretty nice.
He's been using his offside a lot lately.
So Marshfield pretty much has the inside corner. We kind of knew that before the season started. I think our goal was, realistic goal, was to be the second best team in the conference. And that's a lot better than last year. I think we were second from the bottom.
We
last
were
year.
second from the bottom.
It
wasn't a lot
tough,
of fun going to matches.
It was a tough year. It was a really tough year.
But if you remember, was it the conference tournament or the regionals, we really made a nice move at the end of the season last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And kind of, I think it was at the conference tournament. Oh, look at there. Oh, get it. Oh, don't step over it. Yep.
That was nice, Berg.
It
That was good wrestling. These guys are coming together as a team too. You know, you see them. They kind of looks like a team. They pull for each other. A lot of little mojo going on, little enthusiasm. It looks like some of the old Raider teams. Now this might be the feature match of the whole evening here. It's Cody Sawyer with undefeated record against Carson Trotzer, who might have a couple losses, but I think those are down at the bi-state, I think.
I think did he place down there?
No, but I guess it was a really tough weight. But he went there undefeated.
Okay.
Now the difference here, just knowing their history a little bit, Cody is real basic and real tight defense. And Carson is a thrower. He can score pretty fast. Yeah, these two will be meeting a few times yet, I'm
Right,
sure.
that's what I was just thinking too. I mean,
Yeah.
this is like the first of like 4 weeks in a row, maybe.
The Trotzers,
Well, he's definitely got the genes,
quite a history. Yeah, Billy Trotzer, who was a ref here.
right? And his dad was Aaron was he a state champ?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But Grandpa Billy was a state champ way back when I first started coaching, because back in a one-class system, he kind of represented the Valley here. Get some head position here. This is, I know Scott's concerned about Cody, is that he hasn't stayed on offense real good.
Cody's strong, isn't he?
Yeah, he's real strong. But he isn't going to get this takedown, I don't think.
Boy, pretty close.
Cody is trying to keep his feet in bounds, and he's got Trotzer in trouble, but I don't think he's going to be able to score this takedown. And the ref was all over that. That was the right call. As long as Cody's supporting points were inbounds, he had to let that keep going. But there was no way Cody was going to bring him back on the mat.
No.
Before that. I think we definitely had, if we were given style points, I think we'd have won that first period.
Yeah.
And that's why.
They wanted us to go down because he likes to tilt.
Come on, belly down here. Come on. Pretty tough on top. Atta boy.
Close.
Yeah, we gotta come off that whistle real hard, because it looks like Trotzer's pretty good with the legs there. Whoop. Is that on us?
Yep.
Warning.
False start.
But you get two of those, so if you're gonna do it right away. I don't know why he's reaching back trying to get that leg. That's not what we really want. Cody is strong from here, but he's not getting his hips loose at all. Stay there, Cody. Fight in, buddy. Stay in there.
We need that college rule. Any point is in.
Yeah, I don't think that should have been called there.
There we go. Well, that's got to be two, doesn't
Cody
it?
turned in, and he didn't get two yet, but he's in
Well, you've got the legs
pretty
hooked.
good shape. He's looking for a near side cradle, and he got his two reversal, and oh boy, thought we had a chance of picking up some back points.
Yeah, I did too.
Cody's pretty tough in here with that wrist. He's got a really good grip. Oh, don't get too high here. "20 seconds left here, and Sawyer has a 2-0 lead in the second period. Well,
Controlling pretty good.
wrestling pretty darn well. These are two pretty good kids.
Yep.
And Everest is going to go neutral.
Yep. Well, he likes to throw, right?
Yeah, that's what I remember. But Cody's got to stay on offense here, too.
That's when he's best.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. Him getting stretched out.
Mm-hmm. Trotzer's trying to get out.
Back to that same situation. There's no way we can score here.
It's okay, though.
The Lurkeys aren't very happy over there. I think they plan on winning this match. And it's still up in the air, but we are at 2-0, and Cody has wrestled very well. Very, I guess what I said before. He's really stingy with his points. Throw that. Yeah.
Close, huh?
Throws a hard whizzer.
Yep.
And Trotzer rolled through on it. So 56 seconds left here in a 2-0 match.
A lot of time, yeah.
Yeah, it's not over for sure. Again, these two guys will meet a few times because they're in our regional, then in our sectional.
Conference tournament.
Yeah, conference tournament, yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh.
20 seconds. Good position, good position. I'll get some good lateral motion here. There's no stallings either way, is there?
No, nothing. No warnings.
Attaboy. His strength and his length really help him. He's got good power, and that basically was the difference there, I think.
Yep.
That was a good, solid match. And you know, I keep saying this, and I hope you folks really understand that that's how you get down to the podium.
Right.
You got to win those tough
matches.
2-0, 2-1 matches,
Right.
you know.
You just can't give up any
yeah,
cheap
that's
points,
really
like
how
you
it
said
is.
earlier.
Now we're up 39-12, so we've kind of got this locked up, but now it's going to get a little bit dicey here for us. AJ Schutz and Carl Gurnick. And that's a big name up
That
here
is.
over the years. Gurnick name. It's a junior.
AJ's been in a slump.
Yeah. Well, I think we probably fall into that trap. I think he overachieves once in a while because his motor goes, you know, he goes really hard.
Right, he goes really hard and then sometimes forgets to wrestle.
Yeah.
I know he wants to win so bad.
It almost looks like he's got a guy here that he can wrestle with.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at the number of freshmen that Everest lists here. Must be 20 on here.
Oh.
You can only wrestle one at a time, though, I guess, huh? .30 seconds. 0-0 in a 170-pound match with AJ Schutz of Rapids and Carl Gurnick of DC Everest, and kind of a standoff. And the Raiders are ahead 39-12 in a match that we've kind of pretty well dominated, I think, Coach.
We have. Look at
Uh-oh.
that. Oh.
Two guys that want to throw and don't really know how.
You're right.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of how it is.
Yep.
And we come out the better end of that deal.
We
so
did.
We'll take that. 2-0 into the second period. And
Everest chose top.
Everest. I think Everest must work on the pinning combinations more. I think Eric was always kind of that way.
Ooh,
Whoa.
cradle guy. Oh.
Why did they stop that? Well, if a guy throws the legs on top and the bottom guy can come up and that offensive wrestler's feet leave the mat, then it has to be called. Look at this. Look at this, Coach.
Wow.
We're just out hustling this guy. It's the way it seems to me. It's a 3-0 match, and anything can happen, of course.
Right.
I think they're two inexperienced kids here, but it looks like we've got the hustle going on our side. So
is that slipping a headlock?
can I say this?
Well, I don't know.
It was an ugly attempt at a headlock.
It was.
But I guess it would only take one time if he would crank it through.
Right. You
We've
only
seen
need-
AJ throw a couple of headlocks that he probably shouldn't have. Where was that, down at the Stick?
Well, I wasn't at that stick, so.
Yeah, he was wrestling the second-seeded guy. He's getting a whooping put to him, and he caught him in a pinch headlock and pinned him. What? Attaboy.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty nice. I'll be darned. Stay in here, AJ. You gotta let him wrestle, ref. Gotta let him wrestle. See, according to the new rules, it should have been out. Should it?
Well, I think it was because AJ was out. If AJ is in, then he can score and pin. But if he's out, then he can't. Because technically they're both out then. No, you
I
can't.
guess we have to accept that because the ref called it that way.
Yeah, right. We're not going to overrule him. Did you ever get him to change a call?
Glenn, no.
Never.
No.
Not even close, right?
No. He's got the little man syndrome.
Yep. Did you ever get him to even consider changing a call?
We've had our share of conversations.
Oh, yeah.
His son is an Olympic official.
Really?
Yeah, he's stayed with USA Wrestling the whole time. Matter of fact, what did he tell us a while ago? That he was training officials at the international level. He's at the University of Nebraska. Look at this guy wrestle. My goodness. This would be really good for him. Like you say, he's been in a slump and
Listening to the coaches really well.
yeah.
Not always in the best position when he
Look at that.
listens, but
Now, that was pretty good counter, Coach.
that was. Throw a half in there now.
The Raiders have really improved as a team. I gotta really, I know I'm a little biased, but they're not the same team they were back in December.
No.
The Everest program is a little bit like the Rapids program. Fred Lurkey and I have quite a history of years and years gone by, and Fred's over here. He's not real healthy now, but and his two sons, Eric is the head coach and Fritz is the assistant coach. It's a little bit like Rapids.
Yeah.
I've been there for years and years, and one of my sons is now the head coach. And another son is the assistant coach, so it's kind of kind of nice to see a legacy or whatever you call it kind of carried on.
Continuing.
Yeah, and the Lurkeys are really good folks. They're
Yep.
good people.
Well, we got 30 seconds left, and we got a 14-4 lead. Do you believe it's 14-4?
Well, he has dominated this match, you know. Even now,
That's
you know.
pretty nice counter so
There
far.
were times when he'd have went right on his hip from that. He
Right.
sprawled out, countered that, and he's in better shape than the Everest guy.
Yeah. I think, before he'd have tried to jump around that and just
Yeah.
got taken down. And
The last match he won afterwards, he gets so pumped up. He looked like Hercules. He flexed and he was, oh yeah, you got two there. You got two reps. We didn't get two on there?
I guess not.
Look at him. He's excited.
Yeah, he is.
He's really excited, yeah. And he should
Long
be.
time coming, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what wrestling and high school sports is all about. It's showing that emotion. Sometimes in today's world, people are afraid of doing that. So we're going up to 195 with Lane. Oh no, we're not. We're not going to forfeit at all. We're going to put in Forrest Gross. We're not going to forfeit at 220. They're trying to get as many kids as they can to wrestle. Now, this kid here, he's really underpowered, but he's going to be pretty good someday, I think. He'll work pretty hard in the off season. Ooh, he's going to get studded around here a little bit.
Yeah, looks like it.
So for you folks at home, if you're wondering what's going on, we don't have a 220 pounder. So they're throwing in a JV wrestler here, Forrest Gross, who's probably 180 pounds. Countered that pretty darn well.
He's not bad. He's getting overpowered here. But
Yeah, that's exactly
right.
And then they're going to move Lane Collada up to 195
Or
up to
220 probably. And Roger at 95.
Oh, I forgot about Roger.
Yeah.
The coaches here, Scott, Shane, Tim,
Carl.
Carl, they kind of are pretty patient with kids. And I know that they're a little careful about who they wrestle sometimes. Like at, where was it, 32?
Right.
We didn't wrestle anybody. Should we have? I don't know.
Well, we have a hole in our lineup. We covered that hole.
Yeah, that's exactly
Right,
Oh,
so-
no. Belly down here, Forrest. Yeah.
I mean, if you want to win the duel, you got to win the duel. So,
Yeah, we're getting overpowered here, Coach.
yeah. And besides, they're going to meet 3 times in the next 3 weeks, so we don't need them to wrestle again. Those are going to be real battles.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
Yep. So who's this kid from Everest?
Well, this would be 195, but I don't know.
180. 82.
Is this still 82?
Yeah. I don't think you have it marked on.
Maybe this was Carl Gurney. Maybe we had the wrong guy.
I think this
we
is
didn't
Carl
get a very
now.
complete program. I just
No.
had Scott right in who we got. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess
This is
we
great.
didn't listen very good to the public address.
Well,
announcer.
it's because we can't hear it very good, or maybe
Yeah.
maybe it's just because we can't hear.
Easy now.
What?
7-0 in this match here at. Is this 182?
This is 182.
Attaboy.
Oh, not over the back.
Oh, just scoot those hips out. We get some of these young kids, and Coach and I have wrestled for decades, and you want to tell them what to do and help them, but I guess that's how you learn, huh, Coach?
Right. Nothing like experience.
Yeah. It's not the kind of sport you learn in a short period of time.
No.
If we could get through this period,
Oh.
but we aren't gonna.
I think you're right, though. He's going to be okay.
Forrest is going to be okay.
I mean, he was
He's got the young body. He's a little soft
Right.
and small. And
underweight for that weight,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but he stayed in position pretty good in that first
Yeah, he
period,
did.
and he fought some things. So
that was just some physical maturity there.
Right.
I think the difference. So the Raiders are going to put Roger Fuller out here at
95.
195. And we can't hear who they got.
Well, I didn't. I was trying to listen.
I don't think they're even announcing it. I think they went home. Looks like Roger's got somebody he can wrestle with here.
Kid's big. I think you're right.
Did you ride up here with Buck?
No,
Oh, you came
I
with
came with Denny. Buck probably left from Rudolph. So
Yeah,
I would have had to
probably.
ride up there to catch a ride with him.
I don't see him. He's pretty hard to miss.
I think Jerry is out west too this week, so maybe he's with Jerry.
Nice takedown, and then he transitioned really well. He went right for the back points. He didn't get any, though, huh?
Oh, you didn't get any back points for that?
Oh, looked like it. Wow.
No, I think that's good. He needs to work on his feet. I think Roger's getting better because he's not pushing people away. He's trying to keep them close
And he's
to him.
keeping his head up.
Keeping his head up. Yeah, that's right. That's a big improvement.
Yeah,
He always got his head down before.
and Roger is he's got that dumpy body, and he hasn't. He's not very strong, I don't think. That's what the coaches say. He's got to work on that power a little bit.
It'd be nice to get another takedown here now.
15 seconds.
There we
Wow. Old Slicko. Well, I hope Buck got to see that.
Oh, I see Buck. He's up there.
Well, you know what? You and I talk about this, but we coached a long time, and you get to have relationships with parents.
Mm-hmm.
And in our case, I think Buck was a student when we were probably teaching there.
He was one of my students
Was he?
for a day.
Did you give him the boot? Huh?
He got into an, what do they call it now? An altercation.
Yeah.
in the first
Is that
day.
right?
You know, and they took him out of my class.
That's interesting.
He said
I
geometry
can't wait
wasn't
to ask him about
geometry
that.
wasn't for him. I never remembered that. He told me.
it's kind of we did a thing last week because the Vesper School is closing, and they've had quite a history of wrestlers out there. Bill Winch, has been there, and the Tritz is, and it's been and we kind of did a thing last week, kind of an award for Vesper and Bill, and I'm glad we did that. I feel good about it.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice. A lot of people came for that.
Yeah.
A lot of former wrestlers.
Yeah. And look at this. Wow, Roger. Wow.
45 seconds.
Oh, this is over. Come on, Glenn, get over here. He's kept pressure on the whole time.
Oh, come on. Here, this can get really tight. No, sink that elbow deep.
Elbow deep is right. Stay big. You got a lot of time, yeah. Oh, boy, Roger.
Reach back.
Little Buck is going to pop his buttons off if he pins him.
Got him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Nice job.
Nice job, Brandon. Again, way undersized for wrestling, not 195, but
and you never know. Maybe Everest was too. I don't. You don't know the size of those kids. I guess he did look a little smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Craig said he had Buck on camera. He's hard to miss up there. He's a big boy. So this is the last match of the evening. If you can remember way back at heavyweight, Mike Arverson started this whole thing off for us, winning a 4-1 match?
4-1, I think, was the score.
Yeah, and it started this whole thing here. So here we got, this is a guy that Lane Collada, pretty good athlete, played football, and again, really inexperienced. Looks like he's got a pretty young boy here, huh?
Yeah, it does.
Guy is, he's a freshman. Gus Johnson. Oh, don't be stepping in here. Don't be tripping. Oh.
I wish
You've been teaching him that trip there, Coach.
But I think he should try something else. I mean, he's got that takedown down pretty good now.
Well, if he would just use the pinch headlock and not try and he's going to get himself hurt here. I know for backyard wrestlers, I think tripping is a big thing.
Right.
It's not. Forget the leg. Forget the leg. Just crank it. Yeah, that a boy. This match is over.
Yeah, it should be.
That's what we call a pinch headlock. And
I think he put some weight on. The ref is helping him pin him there. Climbed right on top.
So, wow. The dominating dual meet.
We did.
Is that the final score?
That's it.
55.
55-18.
And, I've said this now the last month or so. It was hard to be proud of this team the last couple of years.
Yep.
Just not just because of the wins and the losses. I don't know if we showed that spirit and aggressiveness that Rapids teams are known for. It's coming back.
It's coming back,
right? It's coming back. These kids are happy, and I'm around that room quite a bit. A lot of most of these are their club kids, but they really are good kids. They really stay on task, and look at that. They're happy with each other. That's pretty nice to see. So, Coach, let's just wrap it up. Give us your thoughts here a little bit.
Well, we thought it was going to be a close match. Two pretty evenly matched teams. I think Scott made some critical moves there, moved some people around. We won those matchups and ended up dominating. So I think a great performance by the coaching staff and by the kids.
Yeah.
Looking forward to conference tournament.
Well, and that's exactly right. You can make all the right moves as coaches. The kids still have to wrestle.
The kids still have to wrestle, right? And they have been.
Actually, on Saturday, and I don't know, are you going over to Laconia?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
You know where Laconia is?
It's over by Reedsville.
No, it's in Rosendale.
Rosendale.
Don't speed in Rosendale, whatever you do.
You got one there, huh?
I got one there last year. So,
Well, I'm trying to remember that. I'm going to go because I think I've got a grandson wrestling down at Parkside that day.
okay.
And if it works out, I'm going to cut out of there a little bit. I'm
Right.
not sure if Tesh is under the weather. He's got that flu bug. And if he's listening to this, tell him, we got by without you, Scott. And we're doing fine. Craig Tim on the camera and Pete Peschel here helping. This is Louis Bennett, and this was a really nice match to sit in and give some commentary to. So I think probably what's going to happen, we're gonna wait, and I think Scott Bennett will come over.
I think he's coming now. So
Yeah, and we'll.
I'll switch seats with him.
Okay, that'd be
Right.
good. And thanks a lot.
Yep.
And we'll see you down the road.
All right.
Bennett's in here with us, and it's these are nice little interviews to do when we wrestled as good as we did.
Yeah, we wrestled real well tonight. Coming in, it could have been a close duel. Not quite sure what they did with their lineup. They had a couple kids that we thought would wrestle, did not. Move kids up, don't really know why, but we made a couple moves down low to try to guarantee a team win, and I thought we wrestled really well. You okay there?
Oh yeah.
Okay, just checking.
We I think we've all kind of battled this bug here
Right.
a little bit. That's why Tesh isn't here.
Right.
But we're fine. I just it started out really well, getting the big heavyweight on the match and going the hard 6 minutes.
Yeah, having a heavyweight just kind of opens up a couple other options for us. Otherwise, that would have been 6 points the other way. So that was 9 points just by having Mike out there. And he's actually pretty fun to watch. You can watch him every time he's on the mat, understanding wrestling a little bit more. I think he's a pretty fair heavyweight already after just a few weeks of wrestling.
He's got some good athleticism there. That he got caught on his butt there.
Yeah.
That second takedown, and a lot of guys would have just bailed out there, but
Yeah.
he came up and got the takedown. So
Yeah.
that's pretty nice to see. That's not something that you teach. That's
No.
something that he's got
No.
that in inherited
Yeah.
thing.
And he's pretty powerful. So
he looks powerful.
yeah, throws guys around a little bit, gets those points. So that was a big win for us. And then we get to forfeit at 6, and then we decided that if Lurkey was going to wrestle, we were going to basically put Kale up there against him because we thought we needed to. If we lost the coin flip, we had nobody to put up on Severson. And so then Alistair was waiting to go on Severson was how that all worked out.
And so what about Lurkey? Was he hurt or what?
He'd been out since like the 6th of January and didn't know if he was going to wrestle or not. It appeared like he was gonna. He went through warm-ups. He had a singlet on. He stood there. I think I'm not sure why. I have no idea how bad he's hurt or if he's cleared to wrestle or anything. It just seemed like an odd whole deal they went
It seemed
through.
funny. He and Kale have wrestled a few times.
Yeah, not for a while. So we just kind of called their bluff on that and put Kale out there at 13, and then they put a backup out there. So obviously that worked out well for us, and we knew 26 was going to be a handful. We were winning. We could have went down, but we got worked so hard that first period, and then he just kind of lays around on the bottom, and we thought we'd pick up a stalling call, and we'd already gotten 2 takedowns, and he just standing around and got thrown
Got caught
on the
in
back.
some
Yeah.
old backyard trip.
Yeah,
to
it was
his back,
something
yeah.
that you stand around, bad things happen, and he
Yep.
was standing around, and
Yeah,
that
that's
stuff's gonna
exactly
happen.
right.
So, and then 32, that's their best kid, Severson. And we were either going to have to wrestle J.J. Carell at 45 against Gabe Carter, which is the guy that Berg wrestled, who's pretty good, and probably lose 2 matches and then get a win from Weiler. So we decided we were going to forfeit then to Severson, move Hamill up to wrestle Peyton Vaughn, who did not wrestle then. And they put a backup in, and even at that, Zach barely won that match. And then
Let me just say about that.
Yeah.
I know that for the Everest people, some people, they go, well, so we don't wrestle their best guy, but you do what's best for your kids.
right.
And that's exactly, what you did.
Yeah, we were trying to win a duel, and what we were trying to do is win 38 and 45 and give them 32. If we would have wrestled down, they would have won 32 probably anyway, and probably 45, and we just thought we could win 2 matches out of 3. And so we went ahead and did that, and it worked out for us. Then they put backups in both those weights, which I have, again, no idea why. And then, Weiler wrestled real well. Zach did not wrestle well at all. That was not very, that wasn't a good match for him. And up at 52, then they moved their 45-pounder up to Russell Berg. I'm not, again, quite sure
Not
why.
sure why they did that either.
No, and so then Berg gets their better guy, but he was the guy that Weiler we thought was going to wrestle, and Berg caught him. But he does hit that spot pretty good. That's one of his scoring spots, and he did a nice job with that. Picked up a huge pin for us. And then that left us at 60. When we did win the coin flip, we could have moved Cody up away from Trotzer, but at that point we had enough points and we wanted to match.
And you know what? That was the feature match of the night.
Yeah.
And if he's one of their best kids and that's one of our best kids, then
Right. And
let it happen.
It wouldn't have happened if we had a less than a 15-point lead, though.
Yeah.
Because then we took a chance of losing a dual meet with, so things worked out for us so we could have that match, and so it was kind of all planned out and went better than we anticipated, actually. So then we stayed down, and obviously, Cody got a nice win there. I wish we would have got one more takedown, a little bit more breathing room there, an easier takedown. And then,
But just let me interject
Yep.
here, and I say this quite a bit on the air.
mm-hmm.
To get down to Madison and try and get on the podium,
Mm-hmm.
you got to win those kind of matches.
Oh, yeah.
You got to win the 3-2, the 2-0, the 2-1 match. It isn't going to happen by you're flying around throwing headlocks,
No.
You got to win the hard-fought,
Yeah.
grind-out type of matches.
Yep. Just wish we would have had an offensive takedown in there, where we got a good shot off, and I think that would have been in the back of their mind then that we could take them down, we could reverse them, and they couldn't get away from us, and then we win all three positions. I think we won 2 of the 3 positions, and we would like to win that third one now. And then AJ had a great match.
Wow.
He wrestled pretty good. He's kind of wild, and he's getting better. And then at times he has a bad match. Tonight happened to be a good match. Beat one of their seniors, so that was a big win for him. And then Forrest obviously was overmatched, but we had to try to get at their 220 and 95 with our better guys. So Forrest went out there and battled hard. And
I think Forrest is going to be okay.
yeah, he fights hard. He just doesn't know a lot of positions yet, and he gets beat in those positions. And then that might have been one of Rogers' better matches offensively. Hit a nice sweep, which we've been working on, trying to get him to shoot to the right, and had a nice elbow pass takedown, and that was nice to see Roger get a win there.
Well, he's not getting his head buried down underneath like he was before.
No, at times he does. The other night he did that one time with Merrill, and other than that, he's been pretty good. And when he does that, he's a pretty fair wrestler. When he wrestles small, he's he slips back there towards average. So, and then Lane's starting to learn how to wrestle a little bit.
Yeah.
He, better than the guy he wrestled, but he went out there to get a pin for us, and it was a nice win for us tonight. We put up a lot of points, and we ended up second in the Valley in the duels. We sat last March figuring that we could be the second best team or the first best team is what we had hoped.
A lot better than last year.
But yeah, we turned a lot of matches around in a year, and we
It's
wrestled
not the same
well.
team it was in December. I know that. They
No.
and Coach Peschel was here with me, and he said, well, the coaches made the right moves tonight. And I said, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But I said the bottom line is you can make all the moves you want, but the kids still have to wrestle.
Yeah, and both things kind of worked for us. The moves were good, but at the same time, our kids have, we've got a pretty fair team now. We can almost fill the whole lineup up with pretty good wrestlers now that we got a heavyweight, and Lane now can start to handle 220. And
well, they got a little mojo, and it's a team now. You can see it. They like each other, and they're. I'm pretty pleased with how they are.
Yep.
So we're second in the Valley, which is pretty darn good. Marshfield's just better than us.
Right now they are, and they're going to be hard to catch in another year yet, too. They're pretty sound program. But we're making strides from where we were. If we can make that kind of progress again another year, we'll be a team to start to contend with again.
Yep, I think so, too. Now, Saturday, you're going to Laconia. Tell us a little about that.
Well, Laconia is a high school. It's actually in Rosendale, Wisconsin, over towards Fond du Lac. Don't know a lot about the tournament. I think we're only going to get 4 duels. I think a team pulled out. And we wrestled Plymouth, Ripon, Chilton, and obviously Laconia. And then the 5th duels against it says TBD, so to be determined, which I think at this late date means probably nobody. That happens to be our 5th duel of the day, so I think they're getting us out of there early. So we're going to head over there. We're going to get 4 duels in. Hopefully plug like J.J. Carell into the lineup there at 45, get him some matches, maybe get LJ a match in there in the varsity, and, we'll see how this all shakes out here, and hoping things go well for us.
Well, it's kind of the beginning of the end here.
Yep.
We're wrapped up the Valley part of the schedule, and we won't see these guys again. I'm not sure if we're going to get to Laconia. I know I will, but I'm not sure about the camera crew here. But we have the regional at home, and that's exciting.
Yeah, hopefully that gets us another guy or two maybe into the finals of the regional, and maybe another guy or two into the sectional.
Yeah.
And you look at that as an opportunity for us to have another home event, and I think people will like the team we're starting to put on the mat, and I think it'll be a pretty good day for us.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Coach. And Craig, thank you. And we're going to sign off here, okay? Thank you.